Rita.
Well, isn't the fundamental problem, Gerard, with nuclear that it is secure, it is reliable, it's ultimately a cheap form of energy, and if you've got it, you've got as much energy as you need whenever you need it, so you've got no use for renewables. Why would you invest a cent in renewables if you've got this reliable baseload power? And we have seen people sink billions into renewables and they're trying to protect that investment. Is the argument economic more so than it is ideological?
Look, I think there's a grain of truth to that, and there has been this creeping corporatism that is touching on every part of government and every part of decision making. I mean, the financial opportunity for a renewable project is heavily reliant on the taxpayer and subsidies. You have a situation where they produce the most electricity when there's both the lowest demand and the biggest glut of supply. And so you're producing energy when it's very much worthless. And then at the times when you do need that demand, you're reliant on other sources of energy to come in. And this is why consumers have seen their power bills go through the roof as spot prices during those peak times really goes up. And again, it comes back to the apples to apples. If you have baseload power in our country, which is coal-fired power, which is always on power, which you can dial up and down when you need it based on when you can predict the demand will come, if you do want to replace that, that can only be replaced by a like-for-like technology. And currently that like-for-like technology is nuclear power. And these, again, you talk about these big build-outs, these billion-dollar contracts. What these will amount to is white elephants that cost huge amounts to the taxpayer and completely redesigns the grid around a technology that is not reliant, is not resilient. And it makes it more difficult down the track then to install these nuclear installations because we've rebuilt the grid. And this is quite a timely issue. We don't have 10 years to figure this out. We either need to replace our coal-fired assets now, go hard on nuclear now, or we can face a decade of expensive power prices and blackouts and goodness knows, maybe even longer than that, depending on how much damage is done.
Gerard, Holland, fascinating. Thank you so much and so beautifully and articulately explained. Great work you're doing there, CEO of the Page Research Centre out in the bush where actually we need genuine intellectuals and academics out there solving the issues.